Hello, I'm Bob Smeerfak, but not really. This series is designed for theological seminary students with approaching exams who have not had time to read the Bible, and for convicted felons facing life in prison and 23 hours a day of solitary confinement with nothing else to listen to. Matthew chapter 4. Let's go. In this chapter, Jesus gets his marching orders from the Holy Spirit to go into the desert where he's going to get tempted by the devil. It seems to be planned out from the start, so it would be hard to say that Jesus was surprised or unprepared. But still, he went out there without any food, and then he had to wait 40 days and 40 nights before anything happened. Satan finally did show up and gave a polished presentation, which he surely must have been just going through the motions on because he knew it wasn't going to work. But he went for it. First, he aimed for the obvious target. Food. Turn these rocks into bread and you're eating. Then he tried to get Jesus to do a base jump from a temple without a parachute. Finally, he took Jesus so high up in the mountains that they could see the entire earth, which was problematic because the earth is spherical, so Satan had to set up giant mirrors in space to achieve the full view, and then offered him everything if he could just get a little respect. Jesus' main defense was a series of pre-scripted comebacks, which was smart because no one that hungry could possibly ad-lib a coherent reply. Satan gave up and checked out in time for angels to show up with takeout for Jesus. Then Jesus caught wind that John the Baptist was in the slammer for some reason, so Jesus went into Galilee, but left Nazareth and wound up in Capernaum, an itinerary change geared toward checking off another one of Esaias' prophecies. So then Jesus took it to the streets and started his own preaching tour. He picked up an entourage immediately, starting with Peter and Andrew, some fishermen who just left all their equipment right there in the water to start a new life of listening to everything Jesus said. Next, he scooped up James and John, more fishermen who left their failing business to be run by their dad Zebedee, who already had enough trouble because his name showed up dead last in the yellow pages. But Jesus and the guys didn't waste any time with goodbyes. He kicked it through Galilee and preached, and stepped it up a notch by healing people who weren't feeling well. This made him go viral in Syria, so to speak, and people started bringing the sick people to him, which must have been a pain in the ass for the sick people, as anyone who's sick and has to travel knows. But it was clear he was a general practitioner because he was able to heal not only possessed people and crazy people, but also people with palsy. Then he really started to pull in the crowds. Next in this series, we'll move on to chapter 5. Spoiler alert. Jesus delivers a mountainous rant on goodness and awesomeness that won't get topped until Martin Luther King Jr. does I Have a Dream. As always, I'm not a religious figure, but if you want me to save you or damn you to hell, I'll do my best.